You know, I've completely lost track what day it is. I don't know. The white stocking thingy, I think it was what we're doing. Something stocking. The white shoe slang, never mind. So I really do need to view the Dahlia case, like on YouTube, and see how similar it is to this game. It's like, whoa, Dahlia, murder documentary, spoilers on Alloy Noire, please. Relax.
Hey ladies, get out of the road!
She is drunk as fuck. She's lit, motherfuckers, lit.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand.
This guy has like a
North downtown
Scottish accent or something. It's very light.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many
Do you think
imbeciles
this
have confessed in the
lipstick's too
short.
light for my complexion?
Very pink will
Fine
let us
morning
have a good time.
indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fat, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up to San Quentin, there always be killers in this town to say.
Which way's out? Which way's out?
Parker?
I've got a meme on my stream deck that says "Let me in, let me out." Okay, we found it.
You drove me up to Mojave.
I think I need to talk to somebody inside here. Who do I need to talk to?
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired my job.
He's good looking for a policeman.
Oh boy. I'm gonna get lost in here, aren't I?
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Which is it, girls? Bing Crosby or Frank?
Think those vice boys get in you on the side?
I feel like I'm supposed to be talking to somebody and getting briefed.
I don't want to be rude, but you're bothering me.
Yo, where do I
Do
go?
your work, detective. With Godspeed.
You got a case to solve, Phelps.
Oh shit.
So what next?
You ready? Let's get out to the scene.
What the fuck, bro?
Do you think this lipstick's too light for my complexion?
So it wouldn't let me highlight it on my GPS unless it was already highlighted. Dun dun dun.
I want to make homicide.
Greetings from sunny California.
It was.
How's it gonna stop?
Sunny California, it's raining. Yeah, it's been raining here a lot. You fuck. I'm paying for all that damage at the end of the case.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows make it the man. But you can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first hits.
I don't know why the voice acting just seems so low. You just can't hear the voice acting. I don't know what's going on. Some sort of PC glitch. Music seems fine. And go to a mini quest.
11K, go ahead.
11K, Roger. Citizen reports at 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. 11K is code 3.
crazy.
Vengeful
Crazy, it's your
X.
fault. Running around behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you, goddammit?
Look at that domestic abuse.
Whoa, sir. I think you ought to calm down.
Gonna get
Mind
shot.
your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
Yeah, figures, bro. You should have pulled his gun out first. Why try diplomacy?
Officer down! Watch it! Give it up, old man!
Get the bastard.
Where?
Reinforcements are on the way. Cover me.
I took a lot of damage there. I couldn't tell they were all dressed the same.
Car 11K. Code 4 at Olvera Street, but I'll need an ambulance. Shots fired. Suspect is down.
Anytime I hear I'll need an ambulance, the meme comes up in my head. Oh, that's an intuition point. They're getting harder and harder to come by, these intuition points. Fact 0. I bet you secretly hate how I pronounce your name, and I do it on purpose. To fact you. Instead of a 0, you should put the letter Q at the end. Be much better of a name, I'm telling you. It's fire. Wow. So I remember I got an achievement for holding on to like 80 miles per hour for like 5 seconds straight. That one highway was really good.
That guy there will lead us up.
Whoops. You're on your own, Rusty Bucket. He's like, fuck you.
Sorry, my fault.
Little bit of blood shot out of his ankles.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body. Used to see him. There's a gig where the homicide.
So how come all these like bodies are like on top of hills? You notice that? They're always at like Lover's Lane type of areas. Where people go to fuck.
Detectives,
Thompson Galloway, homicide.
scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of.
Get fucked and then
Storm
get
blew in around
fucked.
10 last night, and the rain washed
Firmino.
most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries?
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
At least she was left clothed. Yeah, thank God. I'm tired of seeing this bush, man.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Superior Laundry Services, F1363. Another day, another dollar.
Nothing on the abdomen, huh? I hope that was it for her. Another day, another dollar. Hear that? This guy loves his job. He's so enthusiastic every murder case.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Why? How does this equate to the being one and the same? Size 8.
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
A bottle? No way.
Looked like anything.
I'm glad this bottle was as useful as the other bottles. What a cigarette butt. What could this mean?
Doesn't pertain to the case.
Money. Once again, money left. Money wasn't a motive.
Don't think this is anything.
Don't think, dude, that's like $100 right there. It looks like there's 2 of them in there. Like $200 just laying on the ground. Buy myself a new hard drive. Buy myself some Pyreal. Go on eBay. Buy me 1,000,000 Pyreal. Junk? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
He literally called it junk.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Catherine Barton. Suspicious persons, huh?
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Ha! I don't want to talk to you.
Surely there's more, Detective. I won't feel safe in my own home until you do.
I remember a long time ago, my father and I went to a city hall meeting. And there was like this lady. And she was coming to talk to city hall. You know, everybody comes there and they try to resolve their problems that they have, right? Everybody's got some sort of problem. Like, hey, can you look into this thing? There was like a lady and she's like, can you like resolve like the homeless issue? Like, I don't feel safe. These people are dirty. They're dirty. And I'm scared of them. And I remember everybody in the audience just started kind of like being like booing her a little bit. Not super hard, but like you could kind of tell. Like, I don't blame her. I think everything she said was true. But it's one of those subjects where if you say it out loud, you're not going to ever win the support of the masses. Like, we get it. You know, a society without people like wandering the streets wearing raggedy clothes just looks better and feels better. Okay, we know. We get it. We know. This lady was super out of touch with reality. It was hilarious. I feel like I'm missing a clue here. All right. Where'd the lady go?
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
All right, what hobo is that?
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
You know what I can appreciate about girls that are
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of
honest.
leader.
I'm gonna call it honest.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Ooh, I got 1 out of 1 correct.
Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
But when women will say things that are like repugnant, kind of like this, or like that girl at City Hall, there's one thing you can always kind of like take out of it. It's like, man, at least she's fucking honest, man. Honest to a fault, but at least honest. She didn't sell me a lie. That sounded pretty. She just told me the cold, ugly truth of what she was thinking. I can appreciate it.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
How's the volume? The voice acting, it seems a bit low.
There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
I don't know, this game is just weird to me, man. The voice thing, though.
Can you keep things under control until Pinker and Carruthers finish up?
Sure, Detective. We'll stay out of their way.
All right, let me see if I've got all the details here. Okay, this place is clean. So I can go to the hobo camp. Drink some pickle juice with the homies down at the hobo camp or Superior Laundry. Yeah, fucking hobo camp looks fun. Let's go there. I remember one time in high school, I dressed up as a homeless guy. Dude, I forgot about that. My Halloween was a homeless guy.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
It's like 2002, 2001 maybe, I don't know. I think one of my teachers made a remark, like, your grades are so low, you might actually be homeless one day. GG's. I don't know why, I just now realized I need to write down a note here. I need this new sound effect. Hold on. I hope that game doesn't control delete itself. Was it Metal Gear Rising where the senator was like, don't fuck with me? That's a great soundbite, isn't it? Just randomly in my head. Metal Gear. Rising Revengeance. Rising sounded better than Revengeance. I think it was the senator that said that. That guy was such a meme lord.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
All right, so what do we do? Laundry services, right? Oh no, this is a hobo camp. Okay. We're gonna walk in there with a fucking nicely tailored suit and shit. Bro, we're gonna run all sorts of... Our wallet's gonna run all out of dollar bills at the end of this shit. Wearing this suit. It's gonna be like nothing but 5s and 10s, bro. Sorry, got no change. You know, sometimes I remember seeing some people when they're like, I guess like outside. There's a lot in California, especially like in Oakland here. You'll notice some people, they'll empty their pockets out and they'll be like, sorry man, I got nothing. I kind of believe those guys, you know? But in like a... They seem very genuine when they do that, right?
There are 3 kinds of people.
I almost fucking stiff-armed him.
You can't do this.
This guy puking? What's he doing? Bro, he's hovering. He's got his, like, Ocarina of Time hover boots on. Hey, man, stop defying the laws of gravity.
What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
It's defying the laws of gravity. Rusty? Finbar? I forgot, who was the guy that developed, or had come up with a theory of gravity? Was it Isaac Newton? Isaac Newton. So who the hell?
Streak of piss.
Come on, man. Relax. Why can't we all just be friends?
Phelps, leave him be.
Phelps is some sort of like elitist pig here. Pushing these guys on accident, really. I'm trying to see which one of these guys will have a dialogue with me. Maybe one of these guys over here in the corner. Come on! This is looking like some Bloodborne town. Actually, maybe Dark Souls. Bloodborne is a little bit more sophisticated. It's that one horrible town in Dark Souls 2 with the boat. When you fight that sentry with the 2 heads. God, that level sucks because you need 2 weapons for that level. Dude, I don't know where to go. Help me. Somebody talk to me. I just want friends. We're looking for like a gaunt fellow that was tall.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
There's gotta be something to do here. I mean, this is absurd. Why would they make me search this area like this? You know, for a homeless camp, this isn't too bad. I'm gonna say that right now. This isn't too bad. They've got like actual structures here. Because normally in California, it's like a lot of tents. They actually have actual structures here. I guess the 1940s, we've digressed. Digressed is the word? Oof. I'm not trying to do this, man. I'm really not. I'm trying to figure out who's going to talk to me.
Not a loss.
Bro, I don't know what to do.
An Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman walk into the bar. The bartender looks up and says, "What is this? Some kind of joke?"
I don't get it. Oh, I get it. You stupid. So meta.
One nice thing about Ikajas, they don't talk about.
Hold on, maybe... Okay, we don't see... There's nothing here at the hobo camp. There really isn't anything. I mean, it's already crossed out. I can't believe they would make me come all the way over here and do nothing here, bro. There's nothing here.
Slow down.
That was such a waste of time. There was not a single person to talk to over here. You just wander around until it says, well, there's nobody here looking like that. I'm out of here. We're leaving Rusty Bucket. You're just gonna randomly spawn in my car anyway, so what's the point? Rusty Bucket! Well, that person's dead. How come the driver always lives, bro? What's going on? Technically, it wasn't me that killed him. It was that guy's lack of airbags that killed him. It's not me that was at fault for that one. I believe his head hit the dashboard, and that's what actually killed him, was his dashboard. I wasn't driving all the way around. We're doing it. Hop that sucker. I think we're gonna have to use this phone in like T-minus 30 seconds. So, you know what's interesting? Laundry stores are actually pretty interesting. Because you can unman them. You don't have to have anybody there. No employees. And I think you can hide a lot of your money from the government here on these types of businesses.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
Since there's no transaction details.
take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Ah, crap. I have to look in my notebook. Hmm. 1363.
This is T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Guess not. Let's just go. Take a hike, Rusty. We'll catch the dialogue. Might have some dialogue that's fun to chew on.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
It's kind of funny how you can clearly hear the disdain and dislike for this guy. Even in-game, like, I mean, at first I just disliked him pretty hard. But now he's kind of a meme character in some ways. Like, he's insanely dislikable, but that's all. It got to a point where it, like if it were a spectrum, where it's like, you start out here at neutral, and you start to kind of move down the more you dislike him. But then all of a sudden, it swaps back over here, and just like wrapped all the way around. Like, it's kind of neat guy now. He was so dislikable, he broke the spectrum.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you
Me
describe
now.
your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes.
Oh yeah, she's dead.
Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Terrellson? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Terrellson?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Terrellson, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
What if he's the killer as well?
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrellson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
Alright,
Want to hear
well.
something funny, Terrellson? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules him out as a suspect.
Huh.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to
Did we catch him? I think. I forgot what happened to that guy last night.
Thank you.
Pretty sure we did arrest him or something. We killed him. I don't remember. I don't remember already.
To check if she was a regular.
Baron's Bar.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Ladies.
Don't think this is any use to us.
What is that? Is there a pack of cigarettes there on the table? I think those are tissues, yeah.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
They're all smokers in the house. Even the kids. I'm telling you, back in these days, they thought smoking was healthy. I mean, they knew it was not unhealthy. The cigarette companies knew, obviously.
She went out without her handbag?
It's one of the annoying things about capitalism, I'll say.
At least she was spared that particular indignity.
What is this? Makeup?
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Okay, she left her ID. This is interesting.
We can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Pinker might actually just be the mortician. Uh-oh.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
It looked like it was blood. It's a reflection. They've got very clean floors for it to have such a nice reflection like that. I wonder if they're ever going to make new controllers that aren't going to just be thumb-operated buttons. Because, like, trying to hit X while also moving around is somewhat of a pain in my ass. Like, wouldn't it be nice if they had a controller that utilized more of your fingers? Maybe all of your fingers. Two of them aren't being used that well, but maybe those are used for grip. I don't know. Bunk beds. I remember having these as a kid.
Not much help.
Parents' room.
I wonder why the picture was turned down. Baron's Bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Another purse on the ground, as if it was just rifled through. Well, guess it's nothing. Well, I guess it's time to interrogate this guy. I hope I got all the clues and evidence and stuff. Kid's room doesn't have anything. What is this? Looks like potential murder victim drawings. Dead bird and a dead cat. One last check around the perimeter. I believe I checked this as well. To be fair, that thing, I mean, it should have dried out by now. If it happened last night or something. Sometimes there's shit outside too. You, who are you? Just sitting there giving her lungs a vacation. With a nice Marlboro cigarette. Oh.
Match with the ligature marks.
See, we found more shit outside. What do you know? Always check outside. That's about it. Alright, well, let's hope we searched everything adequately enough, at least. Honey, I'm home. Just kidding. It's your wife, just kidding. What a cruel joke to play on somebody. Honey, I'm home. Baby, is that you? Just kidding.
What is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
Should I down him or truth him? Let me see my clues.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
To be fair, it sounds like he's telling the truth. Then again, I'm not very good at sussing that out. And also, the voice actors themselves might have, being the keyword, done a piss poor job at conveying a lie. So who knows? I'm gonna X him. Give him the X, man. Give him the doubt. I mean, if I say truth, where does the conversation go after that? Fuck you. You can have doubt.
Did you kill your wife?
Oh my god. This... No. I didn't kill my wife. And fuck you for suggesting it.
Well, that went well. You know, every time he crosses the thing out of his notebook, for me, it's always a sign of failure. Like, it's so wound up in my mind as I fucked up. It's like, fuck you for suggesting it. The next thing you see is the notebook going...
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
With what? Like a taxi? She didn't leave. She didn't drive her car. If girls could even drive cars back then. I'm just gonna keep hitting doubt here. I mean, did she take a taxi or what? It's plausible she took a taxi, so me hitting lie and then bringing up the ID that we found may not be... She might have left this purse over there and he brought it back. Ah, fuck it. Here, I hate you. Doubt.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. Bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she
Crazy
leave the
enough
party?
to kill?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
In sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, Lars.
And you're the perfect husband, I suppose.
Thanks for
We
answering
fucked
my
up.
questions.
2 out of 4 correct, just hitting doubt nonstop.
Downtown to identify your wet spot.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Terrellson broad had her last drink at Baron's Bar. We should check the place out.
Super low volume. I mean, I could be wrong. Their dialogue is so goddamn low. The volume, that is. Alright, let's take a look at Baron's Bar.
Appreciate your time, sir.
That's that cop.
Yeah, that's me.
Guy.
It's that cop from the paper.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
I rarely use my siren. That woman wanted to die. Here.
This is a case.
Baron's Pizza Bar.
Gents,
Can't decide between
drink?
the tuna fish and the chicken.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
So she left the party at 8:30, and then she left here at 10:30. Victim's time of death reported is approximately 2 a.m. I don't know.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about it.
That's one heck of a Sunday.
When do people just get the random license plates of the taxis that take somebody home?
On the cab. 3591. Should be traceable. Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
Oh boy.
She was murdered, Benny.
You said dancing a second ago.
If you like this lady, you should give us something.
You telling me I'm not cooperating?
Yeah, fuck it.
Watch
I'd take a shot, man.
Thank you for your help, mister.
2 out of 3 correct. That last one was clearly incorrect.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD. Don't make me chase you, shitbird.
It's almost like
Let the son of a bitch get away.
it's almost like you were asking for him to run with that approach.
Bates! We just want to talk.
Come on, got a ride. Get in and drive. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands. I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the
He
bar.
literally just killed somebody. Holy shit, we got some airtime on that one. I almost slam dunked on somebody. That's the second person he killed.
You gotta get me closer.
On a gas station? Really, Rusty? You're gonna open fire on a gas station?
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tire. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
be showing you how it's done.
I'm the Black Dahlia murder. It was actually me all along.
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you. Maybe you shouldn't have waited for me, Phelps. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Let's end this part. Spin.
No time to wait, Rusty. Where are you heading?
All right.
Give it
All
up,
right, you got it.
LAPD.
I've had enough.
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
He killed like 4 people, bro.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Cab report is picking up Teresa Terrelson and male companion. So there's only one.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
I'm gonna get sapped.
Okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
Fuck it.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole. On what offense? Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
2 out of 2 correct. Sweet.
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central.
Sap him, Rusty.
Material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
He killed like 3 people maybe on the way here. I killed 1, so we'll only say he killed 2.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man.
Thanks for your help.
She literally said semen. 1 sec. Hrothgar. Thank you for that follow.
Let me guess.
Hrothgar.
That's the guy from the paper.
Where have I heard that name before?
This guy's got a screw loose.
Is that a Viking? Sounds like a Viking name.
The woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of the car? That's the cop who caught her.
Has that just been paid? Look about
From Beowulf. Or Skyrim. Heard it somewhere. I haven't played Skyrim. I've only played Morrowind. I just got done playing Morrowind for the first time. Why is my thing not moving?
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding departing yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it.
I was trying, my mind was going to like Vikings. What were those guys back in the Viking days? The Bjornsson. I forgot what those names. Their names were. Damn it. The popular Viking guys, brothers. With like Sven. Svorn. I don't remember. Yeah, my friend, I remember growing up, was a big fan of Beowulf. Unfortunately, I don't know too much about him.
Where's that cab got to now?
Your old D&D character name? Yeah, that was kind of like that was around something he liked as well. To be fair, he didn't use it for D&D, but he used it as like, well, I guess he kind of did. He just didn't use it as main character's name. It was always like a side character for him. He had very typical names. He would name some of his characters. Ah, crap. One of them was like Beowulf. He liked a lot.
3591. That's him there, Phelps. Hit the siren.
LAPD. We're investigating a murder.
Did I just cut this guy off? There was no chase sequence that happened.
It's a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30?
Okay, so she dead at 2.
You've been a big help.
He might be exonerated.
That's gonna ruin my day.
I wouldn't be surprised, by the way, if this dancing guy took her home and he was murdered by somebody else. She was murdered by somebody else. She died at 2. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I haven't played this. I remember when this game first came out and everybody was playing it on Twitch. It wasn't Twitch back then. I believe it was Justin TV. And all my friends were playing it. I never played it. I just kind of have to play it, you know? I think it's an interesting game. But I'm surprised the open world doesn't have much to do. Like, this open world here, it doesn't feel like there's much to this world. That's the only issue that I think with this game. Like, can't go in here. There's not a whole lot of stuff to do in this world. You can get random APBs. And you can get, like, look at landmarks, but that's about it. This world is very big. It's very well made, but there's like not a lot to the open world, you know? Yeah, there isn't much to do other than missions. I wonder, you know, back when this game was new, what the discussions were around that. There has to have been some blowback from the community. Like, you know, there's not a whole lot to do. There has to have been back then. The missions are still cool. I think a detective game is pretty neat. It's not like super, like, there's not a whole lot of combat, which I'm actually okay with. I'm not against it. I'm sure some people were probably annoyed by that as well, though.
Could we try not killing the people that pay our salaries?
I don't think I killed anybody, though, did I?
That's the cop from the newspapers.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
He's a sailor.
in there and find the
Interview 2. Where's 2 at?
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Isn't there anything else you can do? No, entiendo.
Mouthpiece for strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Hey, dirtbag.
Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup. So it would be best if you answered.
Do sailors still wear outfits like that?
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here.
Gallows,
I heard on
hi.
the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Probably didn't, in my opinion. I think he danced with her, tried to bang, and then he dropped her off somewhere, and then she died to the actual person. To be fair, he went out dancing with someone's wife. It might have been the husband, again, that killed him in a jealous rage, because he had the muddy boots. He had the water-stained shirt. He had the photo that was like, he didn't want to see her face.
You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over me.
It's just a bar fight. Who gives a fuck?
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He was a predator, actually. You know, this guy could have been right. That guy was a convicted sexual predator. Whatever that actually means, I don't know. I don't know what being a predator means. I know it sounds bad. I know it's a bad thing. I just don't know what that physically entails. Incident with Bates. Yeah, neither do I. That's one of the issues I have with this game. Is that I was saying it a little bit earlier. I'm not that great at reading facial expressions to begin with. And so on top of that, the motion capture actors, they have to be really good at portraying those negative emotions or whatever. As well. So it's like it's a double kind of, you know, you gotta kind of get the motion capture actor to actually do a really good job at portraying a certain emotion. So it's kind of like, is it my fault or is it their fault? Or is it both? I don't know. Let's read this again.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
Why is he a creep?
So you were defending Mrs. Terrelson's honor.
Yeah, something like that.
He wanted to smash. Fuck out of here. We picked the wrong one. You can tell when you get no answer, you pick the wrong one. Movements prior to murder.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab and I caught a bus back to the base.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom? Nothing. Hear it again.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab and I caught a bus back to the base.
You know, I believe that, personally.
What time was that?
Around 2 a.m. maybe?
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
Is that a hell smirk on his face? Like, yeah. Yeah. In the cab. Anyway. How did we say lie, you son of a bitch? He clearly, like, finger banged her in the cab, man. It was more than a jacket that was wet that night. Probably not, to be fair. Men, boots wet and stained with mud. You know, I don't have any clues that I could really nail. I could figure out to nail anybody on. So far, I haven't had one lie. Nothing really to... No evidence enough to, like, say anybody's lying about anything. I don't know if this mission is designed to kind of fuck with my brain like that, thinking that I'm just like, I can't figure out what's going on, or if I am actually just messing up here. Alright, whatever.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
What did he say there? 2 out of 4 correct. Whoopsie.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
2 out of 4 correct.
2 in a cell and inform the commander.
Sure, detective.
To be fair, that's still, in a balance of probabilities, it's still, if there's 3 choices.
Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Bow has a record, too.
The Bow?
Wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
2 female assaults, huh? Hold on, what did he say? I want to see that logbook. Not even a little hand relief. That's what I thought he said. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her.
Canary says he'll sing, only if I guarantee he walks.
Okay, hobo camp again.
Suspects in the can and one on the hook. Still no hard evidence on any of them.
Got a hot dog salesman at like midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Carlson picked up.
11K, roger.
Ah, screw it. Let's put our sirens on. You know, I have to say, a police siren is one of the most annoying things. I'm glad that I don't live anywhere near a police station. I don't have to hear that crap anymore. I haven't heard a police siren just sitting here in such a long time. It's nice.
LAPD. We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
Need you to stay.
Can I fight a bunch of homeless people?
We need to hold out.
How do we do that? Like this.
Down, Phelps. Disciples know what you did last night?
We need...
Okay, kid. Finish him.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
This guy schizo or what?
The Kremlin's over here, Phil. Toss it, see what you find.
Not everything here is going to be ruined.
So he really was part of the war. Just maybe a little bit mentally damaged from it. Hmm.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Crystal ballroom, huh? So there's evidence that the husband did it, but there's also clearly evidence this guy did it. The sailor didn't do anything. I didn't think he would have. The other schmuck that got punched in the face didn't do anything. Okay.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Here we go. We got a cutscene now. Missing morphine. Cop says goons fighting dope war.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
A dude named Courtney. That's sus.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with security.
Abortion existed in the 40s?
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this
I know birth control popped up in this, like, 65-ish.
So how am I supposed to help?
Interesting. I kind of wonder when abortions existed.
I can't just wave a magic wand.
Unless they're talking about the old coat hanger abortions. I guess abortions have always existed since the beginning of time. They just had, like, really non-clinical ways to do it.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Missing morphine. 6 out of 13 newspapers collected. Not bad, not bad. So, I mean, is there somebody I need to talk to here? We killed a few of the hobos.
You can't do this!
To be fair, I want to just one more look around here. me see the location if this place is clear or not. Yeah, this place is clear. It's crossed out. It's back to the police station. All right, kid, let's go. Bum 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 bum. All right, Rusty Bucket, get in.
Her husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and charge the bum with murder.
So a bum did it. That's how it seems right now. To be fair, I mean, there's still evidence that the husband did it.
I'm going this way.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired my gun.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty.
Dude, flamethrowers.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower.
What the fuck?
What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me.
Is that real? I wonder.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
I mean, if it weren't that dangerous, let's just assume that life expectancy was 5 minutes as a flamethrower guy. I mean, let's be honest though. Like, that just sounds like the coolest job in the military at the same time. Yeah, you get to have the fucking flamethrower, bro.
I have no recollection of the people I've...
5 minutes of glory isn't really enough, though. I didn't hear what he said.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I've killed.
You have no recollection, huh? What does that even mean? Bow, rope. I don't know what to hit him with here.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I've killed.
To be fair, this guy, I mean, his dialogue is a bit weird. Like, he doesn't sound right in the head at all. This could just be that. With a normal person, he'd easily be lying. But this guy already sounds weird to begin with, you know?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
Which hill? I don't know what to do here.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You're clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Okay, if that's not like anything to bust him, I don't know what. I don't know.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Maybe truth.
You've made 2 previous attacks on women?
I hate them. The way they look at me, the way they flinch at my touch. I need them, yet I despise them.
Stuart
1 out of 2 correct. Damn
I'm
it.
charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
It sounded like both of those were correct to me, but it doesn't seem to matter at the same time. Like, I mean, the plot is still progressing. The game devs know this game's tough to play correctly.
Down on his luck, I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need.
So I didn't use lie one time in that case.
Send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot. Oh, I didn't find all the clues. Wonder where I didn't find all the clues at.
Ladies and gentlemen, the makers of Dream Shampoo are pleased to present the Dream Show.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
Studio secretary murder. Another tire iron gonna be used to kill another girl. What's up with tire irons? Bro, she drunk as hell. She almost killed herself, bro.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring.
Did we just see the killer, though?
Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face.
Oh, this is the Mulder case from a few cases ago.
Railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
What the hell?
Okay, so, this guy has a very interesting way of talking. Like a cadence to his voice. He's got a very, like, interesting cadence and, like, rhythm. He's got some sort of accent, too. Not really sure what kind of accent, but there's something there. But we literally just saw the guy that killed her in the cutscene. Irish, yeah. It sounded Irish, but wasn't completely sure.
Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
You know, I wasn't paying attention, though, in that cutscene. There was some guy.
No. Why not? Because if I stop talking, I'll fall asleep and then you'll start snoring and get me up. So the only way I can get any sleep at all is to stay awake all night. Besides, I'm too sick to sleep. I should do something for.
Money to loan on everything we buy, sell, and trade. Ah, yes, pawn shops. These businesses are very sleazy. They know they buy a whole bunch of, like, stolen merchandise.
How can I help you boys?
Part of their business model.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Wow, that's a lot.
Another number.
20?
Try 10. You'll feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Oh, did we just pay him $10 for it?
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
22 karat gold.
Gives you an idea of the quality.
So 22 karat, isn't it the maximum? Or is it 24 carats?
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
What's up, Xavier?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
So I remember learning this. Yeah, the carat thing, if you don't know, it's the purity of the craftsmanship of how much gold is used. 24 is, I believe, the maximum that you can use. Basically pure gold. And they'll weave like different types of metals into it, kind of make it more durable, more sturdy. Pure gold is a bit, soft. So they'll weave some metals into it. And this chair is a bit wonky. It keeps wanting to turn. This chair I'm sitting on. Maybe my ground isn't leveled properly. Maybe I can put a mat or something. It's not... I don't think it's crapping itself. It just has a very easy turn radius. Just turns very easily. And to be fair, the ground might not be leveled, so... It might just be auto-turning because the ground might not be leveled. I don't know that for a fact.
This is looking odd.
Anyone can pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sake.
And he always maintained he was set up.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. America's having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also...
Not sure what you mean, Xavier. Are we talking about, like, the rotation of the planet?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. The Dahlia letters are genuine. The man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Skipper ain't gonna like this one.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
He's down below. Ow.
Watch it, will you?
You know, the amount of people that will bolt during a traffic accident is just, it's insane. At least over here in California. I swear, like, most people will not stop. Maybe it's just this shitty place I live. Probably, to be fair. Some of the citizens here are really just complete pieces of crap. But I remember seeing, like, somebody hit a, I mean, they were drunk or something. They had to have been. Like, I saw a car do this, where they cut through, like, a sidewalk. They hit one of these poles. The pole fell down, and they kept driving. I wish I could have recorded that. Just to be... I really just dislike these people, man. And my dad got into a car accident, like, I don't know, a year and a half ago. Dude just rode off. He drove off. No problems. He's just like, nope, I'm not stopping for you. He hit my dad in the T-bone. It was his fault entirely. My dad was stopped at a traffic stop, like, around where that bus is. This car, and the guy was turning into the lane to the left where this car is at, right? But he turned too sharply and he hit my dad's car. That guy just drove off. My dad got his license plate. Amazes me how people will get into these traffic accidents. I don't know how to get to the place, man. They'll get into traffic accidents and they just don't give a shit. We got a landmark.
So you hear the one about the driving license in the cereal box? It's priceless.
I don't know. A lot of these people are, I would say, pieces of crap, in my opinion. Especially in Oakland. Not good people. In-N-Out. There was like major news that In-N-Out pulled out their only franchise in Oakland because it was just getting robbed nonstop. It like hit the news like a month ago, maybe you've seen it, something like that. I don't know, man. Should I go through that?
Easy.
Oof. Hold on. True Leafs. Wait, some girl tried to hijack him? What the fuck? Really? Interesting. Oh, she was on drugs. Probably. Ah, here we go. We got to the place.
You boys ready? Follow me.
North Oakland.
If you use the siren, maybe those metal things in front of you called cars will know you're in a hurry.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat, so to speak, together.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it. Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in.
I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
You know what I think I'm going to do? Maybe after the stream, I'm going to put a level. I've got a level. On this chair. I'm going to put it on this chair and see if this thing is perfectly level with the ground or if it's tilted this way to make this chair just constantly swing into the right. Actually, it's not doing it right now. I don't know why. Something must be in the way. I don't know, but you know, sometimes I like sitting Indian style on this chair. Gives my feet a break. My legs a break in some way.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shunting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
All right, let's grab as much evidence as we can. There's going to be somebody here to interrogate.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John
This
Ferdinand.
guy looks sus.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you
Old setup, it's still here. I'm just using green screen today. What do you prefer, old setup or green screen, out of curiosity?
I was kissing her.
I missed what he said.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out
Wait,
your
was he kissing the dead body? This guy looked creepy from the get-go. I'm telling you, bro. You can just see it on their face.
Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop!
The fuck?
Don't hit him.
What the fuck?
This guy is creepy as hell.
Come on, officer. You gotta give me a proper chance to explain.
She's looking really hot, and I just can't help myself. Is that an answer for you, officer? Like, no. We'll question him after.
Personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating. Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
So green screen or old setup? I'm curious, fellas.
That's going to be difficult, Cole.
Some good feedback.
Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Oh boy.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Dear Evelyn, I hope that this letter finds you in a better way than when we last parted. Bitter words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor, and we both know what happens, what that makes you become. But I am not writing to harass you. Yeah, she was drunk in the cutscene. But I'm not writing to harass and accuse. I'm writing to apologize. I was heartbroken seeing what had become of my little girl, says Dad, and what she is doing to herself. You are destroying your body and your soul with liquor, Evelyn, and it is harder for me to watch than you can imagine. But only God Almighty above us has the right to judge. And so I beg your forgiveness. I've been in contact with a sanitarium here in Connecticut on your behalf. Oh, is she insane? They say your condition is an illness, Evelyn, and that it can be beaten, unless she's talking about alcoholism. You only need to check yourself in. It will not. Other half of the letter's missing. I get mixed messages with some people. Some people like the old setup. Some people like the green screen. And in this case, some people are cool with both. Personally, I really like the green screen. You know why? Because I can kind of have it a little bit larger. You can kind of have more of me rather than the environment, but some people do like the environment too. I mean, the thing is, here, I'll show you. That's it. That's the green screen. And the thing is, if I want to remove this, all I do is just pull it down. And you have the old setup again, right? Also have some lights down there. It makes the green screen 30 times better. Having some lights below it. There's 2 of them. If I don't have those lights on, I'll tell you. I'll show you what happens if I remove the floor lights. Because I've got lights over here, right?
Waiting for?
One sec. Without the lights, I'll go back to the main scene here, the game. You see the fuzz start to appear, right? And I used to always have that problem back when I used to use green screens in like 2011, 2012 on Twitch GTV. Is this fuzz crap that would happen. I don't get that anymore with this setup here. With the lights on. With the floor lights. Makes me happy personally. Like it's a very clean chroma key setting. Yeah, the old setup is nice. I'm not gonna even call it the old setup. It's just the other setup. I use both still. But for this game, I'm trying out green screen. Because the color is more even. Yeah, because you know light drops off. So the light that's pointed over here drops off the lower it gets. It's something because I also do photography on the side. I'll be like shooting, a person, right? And the top half of their body will get hit with the flash, let's say. The bottom half just, the light drops off and you see that their legs are in darkness. So having a light at the bottom helps. Also, the funny thing about this setup here, really quickly, is that the light itself is green, by the way. I didn't use daylight, 5600 kelvins. I put an actual green light on the green screen. I didn't think that would work. It actually works a lot better than putting, white light on there. It works a lot better. If I were to put white light, you would see that it would have trouble keying again. Sorry. Go back here. Very, I don't know. I kind of like green screen more, personally, for me. I just like green screen more. But the other setup, people say it's a good way of putting it. It's got more heart and soul to it, which I'm cool with. I like both personally. I think they both look neat. Cigarettes.
Probably nothing.
It's always nothing, bro. Whenever you see cigarettes or bottles, it means nothing. Let me see if I checked the purse. I think I did, right? Yeah, I did.
Another missing ring. Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
How's the airflow? It's fine. To be fair, it's really cold here. I've got the heat. I've got like a portable heater right next to me, blowing hot air at me. I've got a window right in front of me as well, and it's open a little bit to allow some air in front of me.
Smell? Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
What's evacuation smell mean?
Smell of alcohol. The autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
I think that means a bowel movement. Ah, yes. Apparently that's a thing, you know? As soon as you die, you... Alright, let's talk to the homie over here. Is this guy named Pinker or what?
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
After midnight. Some blood. This is interesting. Why is there a blood stain here? Or a splat?
She must have been struck while standing up.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't recall there being a train here. The camera angle, maybe. Maybe she was struck. Okay, maybe she was like right here. It doesn't make any sense. I don't recall that at all in that cutscene. Remember, she was crossing. Like there was a train passing her by. Was it passing her on the, toward the from left to right? I'm trying to remember. She was walking in the same direction the train was, and then the guy came. Yeah, he came from over here, I think. And then he hit her from here. And she was walking this way, and the train was in front of her, I think. This is strange, because I don't remember there being a train there, man. Unless he just kept smacking her, and I don't know, that still doesn't make any sense, because then somebody would have saw her get assaulted. Brain Blast sounds like a 7-Eleven Slurpee flavor, man. New Mountain Dew Brain Blast. It'll blast your brains all over the cargo department. You ever go to Taco Bell and have that Baja Blast thing? You know, I remember going to Taco Bell, and I asked them for like a freeze, right? One of their Slurpee thingies. And they were out of some other flavor, and they said, we still have the Mountain Dew flavor. I'm like, no thanks, I don't want cancer. I said that to the lady out loud. And I forgot what she did, but she gave me something for free. Either she gave me the freeze for free because she didn't have the right freeze. Like, I scared her with that comment, I think, that she just gave me something for free because I was displeased. Like, oh, that's interesting. Alright, let's talk to this dude. I think we've figured out all the clues here. You know what? You can also get free stuff from Taco Bell, or like free stuff from tellers. I swear to you. By having a happy tone in your voice when you enter, you don't act like an NPC robot, and you just have a happy tone in your voice when you're talking to the thing. And then at the end of the dialogue, you just, after they help you out a lot, you go, damn, I love you. Will you marry me? I'm telling you, they'll give you free shit after. You're like, especially if you go, you know what, I forgot to get the Slurpee thing. Can I get a Slurpee? And they'll just give it to you on the house sometimes. I'm telling you. The tellers, yeah, the person that's that takes your order, I guess. They're the ones that also man the cash register, and a lot of times they got a headset on. Just give you some free stuff sometimes, I've noticed.
What do you think? Looks like we might actually have a couple of witnesses this time.
Yeah, a little pep to their day. You show them a little bit of love. Sometimes they just give you some free stuff. All right, let's interrogate this guy here.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here.
This guy's a creeper.
I was coming off shift and headed home.
This guy got punched in the face a second ago. He just looks like he's got a punch-worthy face, doesn't he?
You just came across the body.
Yes.
That's exactly what happened.
I think I fucked that one up, didn't I?
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
This guy's fucking weird.
You found her lipstick. What did you write on her body?
What are you talking about? I didn't write anything.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see.
When
how
did I
this
get correct
plays
on
out.
that? Zero?
Until then,
Probably.
you think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine.
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
It's not illegal. So what exactly did he do? Let me read the log. He kissed her or something? I thought she could use some lipstick, so he put lipstick on her. So weird. To be fair, him putting lipstick on him is pretty sus. If you look at all the other murders where the murderer writes lipstick on her body, so it is kind of weird. He was kissing her. I was kissing the dead. So yeah, some necrophilia. It's not against the law. There's no law against it. So weird, man. I mean, if there's no law, I mean, how are you going to bust him if there was no law? Weird, though. Weird, creepy, weird. I think that's it for this place, isn't there? Alright, crime scene is done. Apparently it's done because it's all crossed out, right? So it seems like it's done. Bench's Bar. Bar visited by murder victim.
Phelps, badge 1247.
These phones are everywhere in the game.
How could I help, Detective?
Well, maybe in that
I need an
era
address
of...
on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks.
Really? Like, phones... I mean, I think these go straight to the police station. Police telephone. They do those. It's interesting. You'd be very hard pressed to find any type of public phone. Unless... Wait, did I just steal a car? That's not mine. Whoops. That's okay. It's some police officers. And it's got a siren, so I'm okay.
Goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
The whole car discovery thing. It's kind of strange. You know, there's not a lot you can do in this game. So I'm going to go do dispatch right now, but also discovering cars is One of the few things you can kind of do in this open world. I don't know how to get out of here. You know what?
Can you drive to this one?
We'll just have him do it. How about that? I'm not sure if he's going to take me to the dispatch that I just did, or if he's going to take me to the mission. Okay, cool.
This is car 11 King. Go ahead with the further.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm
post.
not riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. A stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
Those hairstyles back in those days were really, really weird. Like that girl's hairstyle looks like, I don't know, she gelled it or something. All right, nerds. Is he firing?
Bells, you gotta get me closer.
Dude, it's the chick firing. What? Whoops. Get out of my way. A little property damage. It's fine. Your hard tax-paying dollars at work.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Oh, come on. That person wasn't even injured. The game's giving me the prompt as if I... Damn it. This guy drives really good.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
They're dead? Are they fucking dead? No. The girl's dead, I think.
Put your hands in the air.
What if the girl doesn't put her hands in the air because she's dead, and then they just like open fire on her?
Car 11K calling KGPL. Code 4 at the Lucas Avenue trolley station. The 459 suspect.
Got a sound effect for that somewhere. I just rearranged all my sound effects, man. I don't know where that's at. Anyway, let's take a new car. How about that? Your car looks excellent, actually.
LAPD, I need your car. Now.
Do this?
Plymouth. Oh my god, there's 95 cars. Idiota! Alright, let's head back to the case. Actually, you know what? Let's just fast travel. I'm not really a fan of driving in games. It's not for me, man. You know what? I was watching, I was looking at an Instagram post before I started the stream. And it showed the top 20 best-selling PS4 games or something like that. Or something, I can't remember. PlayStation games in general, maybe. And Gran Turismo was on that thing like 5 times out of 20 times or something. I was like, what? I didn't realize people liked racing games so much.
We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
Horizon Zero Dawn was at #1, by the way.
Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in
On
the
that
ass.
list.
Always
Who knows
coming
how
in
accurate
there,
that list was.
pageant drinks. Never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
Alright, I've had key here for the last 2 hours and I haven't drank any of it.
She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask her out.
Oh boy.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
Grosvenor?
Writer, detective.
Weird name.
What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
This guy's eerily calm.
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
There's a stream. Really? Grand Theft Auto 5 as a pacifist, breaking no laws, even traffic laws, of course. Tell me about that, actually. I'm curious. Obviously, that sounds insane, and people just love insane ideas. It's like, what? Breaking no laws? So what's he do on the stream? He just drives around? Is he a role-playing channel by any chance?
Haven't you got parking tickets?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was an RPer. For whatever reason, GTA 5 RP, I'm not sure if it's still super popular, but that was really popular for at least a little bit. It might still be, I don't know. All right, let's take a look here. Known associate of murder victim Evelyn Summers.
Did you see Evelyn last night? No. I was at home. Writing.
So what happens if he actually runs over a civilian on accident? Does he throw himself in jail and just sits there for a week straight? In real life?
Did you see Evelyn last night? No. I was at home. Writing.
Hmm.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you? She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together. How well do you know James Tiernan? I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey? Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes. Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey? Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Obviously, this is going to be either truth or doubt. It's not going to be lie. There's no chance it can be lie. We can't bust him on anything. Get no evidence of this guy. Truth or doubt, fellas. I'll let the chat decide for this one.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey? Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes. But nothing reprehensible. No. The odd parking ticket.
Shoot his ass. I like that answer.
Thank you for the
1 out of 2 correct. I'm not sure which one was correct or not. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. Well, I think the first one was correct. I think doubt might have been as well, so double doubts.
You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights. You don't have any. Answer the question.
You don't have any.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so
Mooches
hard?
for drinks.
Keep writing me, copper.
Buy me a drink. I see a newspaper here. Unsearchable, though. Okay, I think that's it for
Speak
this.
to the regulars. Just don't shake them too hard.
So I think this is Lee Wine's liquor store, isn't it? No, this is Minsk's bar. So we've done the pawnbroker. Oh, we still have Minsk's bar. Weird name. There's still some stuff here unsearched. Maybe outside. Hold on. Minsk. Minsk. Is that like a Baldur's Gate character? Yes, it is. Trash can? Dumpster diving? I think I passed it up, didn't I? Maybe I can jump over? There's something missing here, man. Maybe this guy. Hey, you.
One more time, pal, and I'll break your fucking jaw.
At the moment, all I want to do is talk to the bottom of my glass.
Yeah, there's nothing else here to search. Trap door. I don't know, man. Let me see if I can just abduct this car, grab a quick collectible. You know, I mean, I guess that's it.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Bro, I can't get out.
I say we try the liquor store next. I could get a short dog for the car.
You can't jump in this game. This is bullshit. Yeah, I think I'm boned here, aren't I? Well, this sucks.
I say we try the liquor store next. I could get a short dog for the car.
If I restart the entire mission restarts, we're not doing that. Let's just quit. By the way, I like this song and I like this start screen here. Hey, you prick.
You're free to speak to the regulars. Just don't shake them too hard.
Okay, unfortunately, I can't redo the dialogue
At the
here.
moment, all I want to do is talk to the bottom of my glass.
If you play in black and white mode, it makes things easier to see. I was thinking about putting my webcam black and white, but I'm like, you know what? Nah. So this area, it wasn't fully searched because look, it's not crossed out yet. Or maybe later it crosses out. I don't know. Maybe I come back here later. I don't freaking know. Let's go to the liquor store. Rusty? 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 You okay? What the fuck?
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
Amanda's a suspect, Rusty.
McCaffrey was like the weird kissing guy that kissed the necrophiliac, as far as I'm concerned. I kissed her. I put lipstick on her, and she looked real pretty, and then I gave her a kiss. Alright, we got a hot dog stand over here. By the way, I'm doing a water fast. So... I'm going to be nothing but hungry for the next good while. Although I'm not hungry right now.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
I'm curious how many missions there are in this game.
You got some fine stock here.
And then I'm even more curious how many hours, projected hours I might have in this game.
For the road, this case might get
Part of me just wants to kind of do it today.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
Wow, okay, this is... some of her stuff.
She wasn't always such a loner.
$45 hours for everything.
Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
How do they do that anyway? Do they look at like when the achievement for beating the game comes up? That'd be kind of interesting now that I think about it.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
That's why she was mooching drinks. Then again, it's not really.
Rollins Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn...
Plenty of girls will ask you for a drink at a bar.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Call me crazy, but I think that was it.
fooled me. Yeah, well, who are you? I am Dr. Streptococcus von Underschwang. MD-COV.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit?
He might be protective of her.
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
I mean, he scratched his nose. Doubt. Came in the morning, got some rye. Let me see here.
She was an alcoholic and your friend, and you still kept selling her booze.
You ever try to stop an addict, detective? Better me than having her buy methylated spirits from the hardware store.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
How many people will be sad she's gone? I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
So I learned a whole bunch of nothing here. To be fair, I don't think I got any of those right because it said it didn't give me the how many I got right there. So I'm assuming 0 out of 2. And the game just doesn't tell you when you've got 0 out of 2. Not easy, man.
Hey, wait a minute. What's the idea? Sorry, the folks here today were very nice to us.
So what, that's it for this area?
5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
Levine's Liquor Store. So Minsk's Bar and Levine Liquor Store are both not done, as far as I can tell. Either I missed something or maybe come back here later. More than likely, I'm missing something. Give it one more sweep.
The finest in radio entertainment is on KTI Radio 60.
Can't go in. Can't go in. Can't go in. All right, we'll take one more look here. We saw this. What, is that her and her mom or something? Probably. Might have missed this, to be fair.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor. So that's the writer, I think. No, this place still has something in it. Yeah, this seemed a bit suspicious. You know, maybe now I can go back to the bar and then go press the guy on the book I just got. Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe there's something around here in the outside. I don't want to investigate outside. Pain in my butt. The investigation music stops. There's no more clues. I always thought it was like if there was like an X through the thingamabobber.
You are listening to an American Century Broadcasting Station, KTI, Los Angeles. A cigarette made better.
You can drive.
A better variety. KTI Radio 760.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing?
What a book to lend.
A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Tiernan. They all look the same? Wait, what?
One more time, pal, and I'll break your fucking jaw.
Some guy named Tiernan. Thing is, I can't keep track of all the names they give you in this game. Oh, the faces. Whoops. Nico! Cousin!
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Tyrion Lannister. We gotta go meet Tyrion here. Somewhere in the back, he said.
Down the left side of the alley.
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
Food wasn't great, but you're real nice.
It looks like Putin.
What's a special with the
Where's that goddamn waitress? When the hell's the food gonna arrive already?
That's one heck of a Sunday.
Where is this dude?
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
Thank you, waitress.
This is a tasty burger.
Eggs are running.
I just don't know how to dance the bebop.
Any ideas? Well, the kid is in back somewhere. Let's pick him up.
Yeah, but where is the back? I don't see a staff door anywhere.
Decide between the tuna fish and the chicken. What's a special with the
Where's that goddamn waitress? Food wasn't great.
Back of the alley, huh?
He just refuses to accompany
That's
me
the
to
guy.
church.
I heard he's an honest cop. Well, that's an oxymoron for you.
Seemed a bit strange if they wanted me to go outside. I didn't see any doors. Oh, sweet. Look at this. We're just gonna boost all these cars. Get some quick achievements, man. These cars look...
Are you? To place you drive. Change.
No, this is the car I want. Unless you can't drive it. This is so weird. You know, I kind of wonder if you have to be in the car a little bit longer.
Ladies, how often does this happen in your kitchen?
Gosh, Mom, pancakes. That smells awful good.
He's like, how do I get in? I don't know, jump in. He doesn't want to. Come on, man. The character is just stumped. I don't know. He's walking. Dear God, what the...
Flour arrives every week.
I'm surprised he can just like automatically drive these cars without, you know, a key in the ignition.
get in the market. I killed nobody but me husband.
Last night I went out drinking. When I came home, I gave.
Bro, that sounded like Peter Griffin on the microphone.
Bottle of oil comes from Holland.
He just refuses to accompany me to church. I think he's a bit of a gangster, but he treats me nice.
This is awkward. You ever have anybody do that to you in real life? The way they just like awkwardly ignore me.
What is the special of the day?
2 club sandwiches. Thank you, waitress.
Wow, this day was a total waste of makeup.
She just insult me. She just said that this day was a total waste of makeup.
Are you
I mean-
drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
That's one heck of a Sunday.
Yeah, there's probably no reason to sit down anywhere.
Going to church doesn't make you any more Christian than standing in a garage makes you.
Oh, there's the damn door.
Oh, I wish I could
That's because
afford
of
that.
the papers. It's all that big thing.
Thanks for running.
Tiernan! LAPD!
Well, that's always sus when people run from you. See, this guy's car, I knew there was something strange here. The way that it wouldn't let me get into these cars so readily. And the way they were double parked in a weird way.
What are you waiting for?
Wow, he
Get after
broke
it.
through that, huh?
Might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight.
I think we just called Rusty fat.
To be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
This car drives really nice.
Individual with the need to feel virile. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Belts, you gotta get me closer.
Damn.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
This car drives so smooth.
That's the end of that. About fucking time.
Hands behind your head.
Everybody get down!
All right, Tyrion Lannister. Where is Daenerys? Wait, where are we? Police station? It's kind of awkward that it just kind of auto transports him to the police station. I'm pretty sure is what happened. This car drives really nice, like really smooth. All right, we're back here.
such a thing as soap, you know?
Leave him be.
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in that case where that poor lady killed near City Hall.
Mister, a man like you always loses a battle
Help me
because
out.
you're unarmed.
Question the owner. He must know something.
Maybe this guy's just an employee. There he is. Knowledge of McCaffrey.
You know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Not personally, okay. Not personally, or like, is that no?
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Is that it?
I thought you were Evelyn's friend, Robbins.
You should learn some manners, some goddamn respect.
We're catching murderers, not running a popularity contest.
See him? Saw his picture in the paper. Worked that case with a lady cut up like the Dahlia.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central, Code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Yeah, I was wondering why I had no objectives. You had to get in the car, and then they're like, I guess they're telling me to come back to the police station. To be fair, we just arrested that dirtbag, so I think we're going to interrogate him now.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
You're behind the wheel.
To be fair, I mean, I think there's a little bit of rinse and repeat type of gameplay to this. He just
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports
tried to go through the door. Tried to go through that wall.
Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
Because now we're going to go interrogate the guy.
11 King. Citizen reports man with a gun at the intersection of Union.
Damn it! I said cough it up! I'm not gonna say it again. That's it, old man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
Oof.
Give it up, LAPD!
Hurry! You can still catch him.
Is that him? I can't tell. Where's his... Yeah, this guy, clearly his run speed is much faster than mine.
Surrender now or I will use deadly force.
I like how Rusty's got the balls to just not even go for cover. You know what? Fuck you. Hmm. Mission success, Rusty. He's dead.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Are you liquored up? I don't need this.
We got a steak ad down on 2nd later tonight.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
What does BD mean
That's
again?
one way of looking
I
at
see
it.
that all the time.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
Got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar.
What happened to the guy we just arrested, though?
That's that cop.
That cop. You are in a police station.
You think talking's cheap?
You ran the lead on Olympic. You finally collared him at the temple. I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
I saved a whole year for that car.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thank you.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired my gun.
So we're not going to interrogate that one guy that ran from us.
Let me pose a question. Depends. What you got to do with it? Morals.
Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the Slam River found out.
It's high quality taste quenching.
So maybe I can. I just need to go look for the interrogation rooms. Let's see interrogation room 1 real quick.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Probably not.
This guy's got a screw loose.
That's the way to drive.
So we're going to the writer's house now. Let's see what he has to offer us. She's gonna see us from far away. It's that cop. Okay, 126 Yale. It didn't say what apartment number he was, I don't think. But then again, you saw him looking from the top. It was some, like, I don't know. And he was on the roof.
The newspapers.
Carrier pigeons, maybe?
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Get down and we'll talk. We'll get on wheels. You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
This guy's run speed clearly. They want him. They want us chasing him for a little bit.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Why are you running? Why are you running? Search the place, Phelps. We're looking for something solid that ties McCaffrey to the crime scene.
No good to me.
So what? This is the second half of the letter?
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
No need to read that. Oh shit!
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one. We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
Nothing significant. I doubt it.
Curious what this guy's motive was. She took my book. My book, my book. Nerd. I think that's all we need from here, maybe? I don't know. Music's still playing, though.
What next?
We got suspects piling up at Central. I say we get there and work them over.
You know, there's nothing else to search here.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Keep plucking that chicken. Okay. Seems like his bedroom's off limits. Dude, what's up with that power outlet? It's sideways. I guess that's how they did back in the 40s. Have I used any intuition points yet? I've got 2 in me. I've never used one for like hard clues to figure out where the clues are at. In fact, I can't operate the clue menu right now. I assume this is it. I mean, there's music playing, but at the same time, this location's also crossed out. It's a bit strange. Maybe outside. No. The fuck?
You can drive.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together in the later game.
I'll hold you to that.
I think now there's 2 people to interrogate. Tyrion Lannister and the guy with the weird name. McCaffrey.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful...
Was Jameson the fucking pedophile, not pedophile, necrophiliac?
Don't fail me, young fellas.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Bruh. What a dumb reason.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Damn it.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
Do I need to find someone to look after me?
Why though?
Can I post this there? No entiendo. You trying to sit me down? I know, Yed. I scat the crack. Is that so wrong? You know anything about this mess?
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Where's the phone? Did you know, Mr. Rakowski?
Evelyn was beaten to death with a lug wrench. We found a wrench at McCaffrey's apartment.
You see? It was McCaffrey. He had nothing but hatred for me and Evelyn.
Evelyn was missing a ring.
0 out of 3 correct.
Strange. She always
Yep.
wore it.
Yep.
Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at our old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
You need me to sign some papers or something?
That bum took a swipe at me. Put him down on my sack.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Evelyn died sometime around...
No opinion, Leafs.
Where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You know, we're just gonna burn our intuition points on this guy.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
What did this guy have at his apartment? He had oh, the torn letter.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter? What are you talking about? After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you. I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother. So what was it doing on your writing desk? I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
Think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
They weren't even his print.
I need the jacket on a Grover McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks for your help.
All right, dirtbag, round 2.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore! She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this
He
country.
hates thieves.
I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
I mean,
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
yeah, when you see the tire iron, the bloody shirt, the missing letter, it's a little sus. Clues found 14 out of 17. Questions correct was pitiful. Grosvenor McCaffrey can write a tell-all memoir from his cell on death row. Oof, on death row. Okay. Sorry, kid.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. It's Gunny is dead. First platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade.
Mate,
we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Flashbacks? The Quarter Moon Murders. Quarter Moon Murders.
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received the new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
Poor little twist. She was 13 and she was a day.
No one else but the killer knew about this message.
Who's BD? Wait. Probably very slow at figuring that out.
Another snippet from the Shelley poem. To suffer woes which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night.
Got this gadget whiz putting recording device.
I'm not reading poems. They're not going to make any sense to me.
If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrell.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Muller
Hang
case.
on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
Looking in wonder.
Ah, fuck it. I knew this run was too good to be true.
I hid myself within a fountain in a public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to
It's
mean?
supposed to... Forget what it's supposed to... What does he want it
Where are you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A what? Story with 2 meanings. A symbolic meaning. But that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain, thanks, Ray.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
Rusty was not having that. Whew. All right, that's it for me today, fellas.